Top of the morning. Top of the morning, brothers. I pray you're blessed and you're well. Pray you have everything you want. And you don't want anything, man. Things have been changing up slowly but surely. And shit ain't quite the way it was a little while ago, you know. It's always a process, part of progress. In the description, I linked two videos that captured my attention. One is from AC, the other one's from Passport OG, right? And one shows the vitriol, the anger, the malice, the hate that Keisha has for you. That one was from AC. The other shows coming to terms with the situation and how things are, because it is what it is, right? That one's from Passport OG. Of all people, Mr. Let Go came to that realization. Huh, these bitches ain't acting. No duh. My nigga, all of us could have been told you that. But I think a lot of brothers still struggle with the fact that they don't quite know the so-called feminine, more demure sex around this bitch. They don't really know these hoes, because that's what the bulk of them are. Transaction mentality. You give her some pussy to pay a bill, ho. Light bill, cell phone bill, done that, ho. The hate that comes from them is a hate for you, not because you brothers are hard men, not because you're barbarians and brutes and bruises. Nah, not at all. That ain't it. The hate that comes from them is simple, yet complicated. You simply can't elevate them to white womanhood, so you complicate their lives type shit. When in reality, bitch, I ain't got that power. See, they want you to be Conan the Conqueror for them, but yet soft as a pussycat. I know. Don't try to wrap your mind around it, because it's retarded. It's stupid as shit. They want you to push the red button that says don't push and nuke everything above ground and everything around for them, and then find a way to disperse the radiation to grow them up, you know, a rose garden at the same time. They're emotional, and their emotions make no motherfucking sense. None. They will literally, what's the word for it? Transfer the hate that they have for all the men that left them and hit them and quit them, and then transfer that negativity over to their sons, their daughters, their children, their fucking toddlers. Yeah, the fucking toddlers. Yeah, throwing temper tantrums, even at 40, 50, 60. I can't have what I want. I tear all this shit down. I knock all this shit down. That shit they knocking down and tearing down is called your life, though. Why? Because they have a hate for you. Ultimately, they blame you. They blame me. And brothers that look like us, because we can't give them what they want. Don't that sound like a motherfucking tantrum though? See, I had the luxury of speaking to a much older, excuse me, woman in her 70s. And even in her 70s, she's still like, this, that, and the third hurts my feelings. Bitch, you ain't mature past your feelings. You 3 days from meeting Jesus and you ain't matured past your feelings. That's something that us as young men have to do if we're going to be out here in this world moving and maneuvering around. This old bitch is in her 70s and can't get past her feelings. I got a theory, bro, that the moment a young girl, let's call it what it is, realizes that she can trade her plot for things, she's gone, ruined, done. Here's the reason why. Because life is then set on easy mode. Yeah, the game is taking off hard where I have to learn and grow and become and do. And I could always use this. It's like having a black card in your back pocket. You can whip out whenever you want. Because there's going to be some motherfucker somewhere that accepts it. I see why other cultures were so rigid when it came to their women. The do's and don'ts list. Bitch, if you do, then I this, and then I don't do that no more for you. You know why? Because they're lazy, and if given opportunity, they won't do fuck. They won't do jack shit but fuck. Yeah, for whatever they need, whatever they want. Because there be some motherfucker somewhere that'll give it to them. See, their hate is misplaced, but it's still there for you though. The broad pulls a pistola, right? One of the last videos I did, which I showed that. But the broad pulls a pistola from what AC showed all over her sister's phone being taken. And she's a uniformed officer. Can you imagine putting your bread and butter, your job, the thing that pays you on the line for a phone that ain't even yours? Well, Keisha can because she was willing to defend that phone because she knows what's in that phone. Evidence, proof, claims, well, things that can prove the claims of said baby daddy that this bitch been doing. She was willing to lose her job and possibly her career, her life, all that over a fucking phone because she knows what's in that motherfucker. Why? Because that's her sister. And she know her sister ain't shit. Mhm. Like most of these bitches. But even more, she didn't want that evidence getting out. Yeah, she ain't want that. She's a whole officer of the law. The hate for them is, excuse me, the hate from them is misdirected, but it's real nonetheless. These bitches out here walking around with permits and pistols and acting like, they the new sheriff in town around this motherfucker. I would highly suggest you brothers are very cautious in how you move because at the end of the day, some of them gonna be bold enough to pull it and use it. Some brothers will be unaware and unarmed when that time comes. And yeah, there may be some brothers that ended prematurely because this hoe don't know how to act with that license and that pistol. The majority of men are waking up to what's real, learning how to really move the maneuver around here with these entitled, well, I can't say that. I shouldn't say that. These entitled, no longer feminine nor demure cum buckets that have very little respect for themselves and their kids and life in general. They just want to keep getting banged on and fed and shit, given trinkets. But lots of men have realized, like, yeah, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it. Not this bitch. No, I'm cool. And walked away. Where we are today is much further than we were 2 or 3 years ago. The message has spread wide and far, and it's it's become mainstream now. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers ain't fucking around with the clown no more. Nah, bro. Nah. They are literally staying the fuck away from anything that resembles the hyena and the hyena culture. And it doesn't matter the race and or so-called race and or nationality of the woman. Bitch, cackle one time. Cackle one fucking time like a hyena. I'm done with you. So the landscape's changed and now they're being forced to change. And you got them crash outs. You always gonna have them motherfucking crash outs. The ones that are still holding on. The things returning back to norm. That's gonna be mad that white daddy won't put you back in your place, nigga. And she tries to burn his house down too. Retarded. They hate you not because you wronged them, not because you harmed them, but they think or thought it might be a possibility you could someday, sometime, someplace, and that made them feel a certain type of way. And from that feeling, you got to go. Yeah. Stupid, I know. I know. I know. See, I'm out here in this world with y'all and I'm dealing with them on an everyday basis too, as I have to. And no matter the age, they all think they run it. I got my husband shut the fuck up, and he been shut the fuck up for the past 10 years, and it took work and time. Bitch, I ain't him. Why don't you respond like he do? Bitch, I ain't him. Their hate is, they think it's destructive for you, but it's really self-destructive for them too. How you gonna be that delusional and mentally inept at fucking 70? It's like, it hurts my feelings. Bitch, you're 70. Jesus coming for you in 3 days. Bitch, you're 70. You talking about feelings. Fuck wrong with you. Oh, she was broken. And she's been broken for this whole goddamn time. And had never had to heal. You know why? Because somebody was willing to pay for that pussy though. Yeah, yeah. They do these things. I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna wrap this motherfucker up. They do these things because they have a visceral hate for you. And that hate is only because you can't give them white woman fucking hood. They can't walk around like Becky. That's the reason why a lot of brothers go broke. I did early in the beginning as a young man because this bitch was chasing white womanhood. Bitch, we live in an apartment. The fuck you need a $5,000 credenza for? In fact, what the fuck is a credenza? I'm dodging bombs and bullets over this motherfucker. No, it's a mark of white womanhood. Didn't know that back then, bro. Didn't know it. Gotta have a big ass wedding with a big ass cake and so on and so forth and blah blah blah. They're they're copying what they believe to be marks of white womanhood. The blonde weave, the wig, red, blue, green, purple, hair, don't care. They're trying to mimic white womanhood, and because you can't give it to them, nigga, you fucked up. That's the mentality. That is right there. Mm-hmm. Does it go deeper? Yeah, it do. But that's the gist of it. Been out here long enough and dealt with enough of them to know, eh, bitch, you ain't right. Something wrong. But finding out what was wrong, well, that took time. So get you up to speed real quick. You know, brother, you can't give a white woman hood, so she's always gonna have bitch raw for you. Some of us that's been down here for a minute, we already know a lot. That's what a lot of this bullshit boils down to. I've heard bitches make excuses for other bitches instead of just saying that hoe was fucked up and be like, yeah, well, you know, a lot of these niggas out here, they get, nah, bitch, they ain't fucking with fat hoes. We don't like fat back bitches. Well, a lot of these niggas out here, they don't know how to stay with one woman. No, 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 no. That ain't it. Although we're designed to one man can impregnate a fucking island worth of women, we're designed to protect, take care of, plan. We're rational creatures that can calculate cost, worth, so on and so forth. Quickly, bow. Is you worth it? Nope. You, nope. You, nope. You, nope. You, nope. You, yep, 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 yep. They'll try to throw all kinds of shit in the water to muddy the water real fast for you, the way you lose track. When in reality, we just ain't fucking with you like that. And it's always that one group, that one marginalized group that's trying to muddy the water, you know, the undesirable bitches. Oh, they gonna hate you the most. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because you can't stop eating Twinkies and adding motherfucking more rolls to your back, bitch, and nobody wants you. You hate me harder. Because you look like a wounded fucking buffalo walking down the street. You hate me because you destroyed yourself with, you know, high fructose corn syrup and too much starch and shit. But you hate me because nobody wants you. And on top of that, I can't give you white womanhood. I know I fucked up. Yeah, yeah, that's right. You're right. I fucked up. Yeah, yeah. Somebody gonna put this creature away. They hate you because you can't make them feel like Becky and give them the lifestyle. But even if you do, even if you manage to do it, she'll destroy it. Because cutting her nose off a spider face is better than, you know, listening to some nigga that gave her all this. She'll try to take your resources and, you know, recreate it on her own. And she'll fail. she'll fail. They all do. She'll fail miserably. I've seen that in my own life. And at the end of the day, when she fails, guess what she gonna do? Blame you. Although the bitch had free reign to do whatever the fuck she wanted. Essentially, it's a lose, 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 lose. All because she hates you. hmm That's one of the reasons why the community will never be anything but what it is. That dumpster fire. You can't save a person that's drowning if you don't, what's the word for it? Secure them properly. And brothers ain't around tend to be lifeguards no more. Fuck all that. But just my observation. Just something I noticed. A little bit of game for the youngins. Some of them, one of them in particular, I tried to give information to a while ago, and he still took that step, that leap, and he's currently being drugged through it. And I just looked him in his eyes and I said, I told you. She sucked you, she fucked you, but she hates you. It ain't like that. Okay. Time I tell it. And time damn sure told it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm about to start my day and do what I do. But the reason why they do a lot of what they do, say a lot of what they say, is because they have a hatred for you. It's visceral. They can't even articulate it because they've never been required to. The reality of it is, you can't make them Becky work harder, nigga. Nope, that ain't gonna get it. Okay, we'll try this and try that, but she'll never be Becky. She idolizes Becky. She tries to walk in her footsteps and live in her neighborhood and cook the same fucking food and do this and do that. Go to the same gym and the same goddamn masseuse and whatever. She'll never be that. Yeah. And when she fails in her attempt at mimicking and playing Becky, just a chocolate version of it, she'll blame you then too. Yeah. Because in her mind, always gotta have a nigga to blame. It's his fault. You couldn't sustain this for me. You couldn't keep this ruse up for me. Well, bitch, I was never part of it. I was never invited to this game. I don't want to play. But you should, because it's for me. Childish. Weird, bro. Damn. You bros be easy. Y'all be blessed, man. Be safe and be aware of your surroundings and the people you let in. You know, they a lot of their actions are based in hate, and I can't trust that nigga. Wow, no, that's how they been raised and cultured. That's what their mommies and aunties told them. Man, all the dysfunction, all the fucking misunderstandings that come about. You having to argue with the hoe for 3 hours straight before you go to bed and go to work. That's because that bitch was taught to do that shit. keep you on nerve and keep you your emotions on high, torture you, you know what I'm saying? Keep you moving on your toes, not knowing what's going on. Her mama and aunties taught her to do that to you. Yeah. hmm Because you can't make her have a life like Becky, Carol, and shit. Yeah, it's your fault. That's what they believe. Anyway, due diligence. Top of the morning, big brother. Top of the morning. Salute to you, Mr. O. You brothers be easy. Y'all be blessed. Be smooth. You know, keep on doing what you're doing, but just, if you can, stay out there away. Because they in the process of flaming out, bro. And as they flame out, don't you let them drag you down with them. It is what it is. Peace, y'all. I'm gonna go about my business. Start this day. Go collect me some dollars real fast. Gone.
Yeah.